What's up, everybody? Tech with Tigre here, and I'm coming to you live through some brand identity that I've already started for Lola Pickett's brand. So let's get started. Sorry if I can't see any of your comments. Doing this live, trying to stay focused. I got a dude hangout that I got to be doing, studying some hermetic principles with someone. So I'm really excited about that. So let's dive in. Here I am in Illustrator, yeah. And what we had before, let's show you Lola's old brand just to get you started. So we had this where I showed off like what is the black and white, here are color palette combos, obviously lots of choices, can't narrow it down. I'll turn down my background music that we got bumping and grooving. So looking through that, got all the hex and CMYK and all this superfluous crap, and I'm just simplifying because it doesn't really matter, you know, me going above and beyond where I don't need to go above and beyond. Haha. And then different color variations for the logo. So again, like buttloads of choices. Keep it simple, sexy, right? If there was a buy it, because that's what we used for the Empath to Power logo, so I figured I might as well include it. And then like profile icons. Ideally, you're using if you're your brand, you're using your fates, but these are great for favicons, websites, Apple Touch logos maybe, or if you like a little web app, make your site pop up looking like a web app. And then the typography that we were using before. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab some of these things and paste them over here. And now what I'm doing too, I'm just adding swatches. We don't want to add any more, and I'll show you in a second that. We got our typography, and that's that page right there. So what I'm doing is I'm, excuse me, frogs. I have these cute little designs going on here. I realize I kind of want it up a little bit higher so that they kind of mirror each other a bit more. Again, I'm just being rough and dirty about this. Most of this is in-house for our own team. It's really not for public consumption outside of this tutorial. And what we got going on is logos, colors, type, and I have yet to figure out what the heck this one's gonna be. So let's just throw a question mark on it, shall we? So I put what I built before, so I don't have to rebuild everything all at the same time. I'll still change it a little bit, but it's all right there. Some of it stays the same anyway. So Lola had given me in Slack all this stuff of what her colors were. So I went and I built out these color themes and all these colors, and I'll quickly show you how to do that in Illustrator. So the way it would go is let's just create a new one, right? Let's snooze until 5 minutes before. That way I don't get any more notifications. Let's just start from scratch. Let's say you're gonna do a new library, right? Let's just say if I could type my awesome library. Yay. Got a new awesome library, okay? Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna then take this and let's just throw a color in. Just throw a color in. Let's go to our color guide, which is under color guide here. And then we'll grab color guides. And so we got the white selected. So it's already showing us like we could do harmony rules, right? Based on that, let's say that this monochromatic is our color guide. So we got that color. I'm gonna drag and duplicate, and I'm gonna choose this one, click that color, choose this one, click that color, choose this one, click that color. Cool? Cool. Now what I can do is I can select this color, and then what I'm gonna do is come over here, click plus, choose fill color. Now we've got our color, right? Throws the RGB, not RGB, the hex code. And then we click plus for this next color, boom. Click this one, boom, fill color, and this one, boom, fill color. Now we could also go in here and say, you know what? I really like this color. Let me edit, and I want to choose, let's see, let's do color bars on that. I want to assign, no, let's go back here. And now I want to grab maybe a green to just toss in there. And maybe we grab this compound, and I'll just grab this and I'll say it's going to recolor the art. So just beware of what this is about to do. Oh, I guess it didn't. But anyway, we're going to click and drag that one more time. Use that color. It's kind of not great, but we're just going to, this is for the sake of training. So let's say that's our other color that we want for my awesome library. Then we click plus, fill color. We got all of our all of our colors. And now you can double click and you can then name them if you don't want that. So you could just be like white. I'm gonna turn on caps lock, that way I don't have to hold down shift. And then this could be, you know, like strawberry milkshake or whatever you want to say. So you're just doing all that. We'll just keep this one simple, say rose, and then we'll say this one is like powder. And then this one will be our mint. And then what we can do is we can delete all these for right now. And now what I would want to do is I would basically either take all these, and that is now going to be a color if I have something drawn and I click that, or colors up here. And then I can click and drag it in here. And then I could do powder, click and drag, rose, click and drag, strawberry, click and drag, and throw the white in there too. And then I could select all those and then create a group. And this is my awesome library. Say, okay. Now that that's there, I could then, now what I'd recommend you doing is double clicking each of these and hit global. And this is where you could also have created all this without first dragging them over there, because now we could say add to my awesome library and add it. And now that same file is there. And then we could then color that with this color. See how it changes? It's no longer highlighted. Lots of ways to do this. So I'm just going to delete that one. Come on. Delete. Okay. Now that we've got this all selected, and I'd go through and I would double click, make global, don't add to the library. Just do this with you. Global. Okay. I already have this one as a global of white. That's why I threw a 1 on the end, because I already have a white there for Lola's brand. And then I click that whole thing and I say add to my group, and then I'd select all these and I would choose a new folder and I would say colors. And there you go. That's basically how you would want to potentially, one of the ways that you would create your own color palette for your library. So all done. I don't want any of those colors. I'm actually just gonna now delete this library because I don't want it. Or we'll keep it for right now in case I want to do other stuff. But I want to go back to Lola's 2020 library. Got it. We're no longer using this gold, so I'm just going to delete group and contents. That's totally fine. I've got all of our colors already set in here. And now it's just going into laying out the folder. So I'm going to keep doing that. And then I'm going to invite group measure. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick throwdown of the Tech with Tigre peeps so that I can actually invite them. Discussion, paste. Boom. All right, so just posted that. Cool, someone's asking me about something. Don't have time to answer it. Let's do this. So we are now in putting all of our logos together. So before, if you watched any of my other videos, we have these logos all set. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to group all my logos together of them in squares. And we're going to just select all of these. And I'm just going to click and drag, plus them over. And then I'm going to shrink, holding down shift. We do not want to distort and change up our logos. Not a cool idea. Sounds like someone's having some stuff with landlord stuff. I'm so sorry that you're going through that. Pretty horrible time. So what I'm going to do is make an on dark background. And this one's going to be just our black. So I'm going to send that to the back. And then what we can do is take this. I'm going to do this. Let's put these two in between. And then what cool thing that you can do with all this is you select all of them, get rid of our background, and go align. And this time you're going to align it to selection. You're actually really going to want to align it to a key. So you click the first one and you say 0, and now they're all touching. So we can do that. And then we could also say, you know, I want to distribute. You always have to click your key. I want to distribute that by 20 pixels. And then we just hit distribute. There is our fun thing. We're going to zoom it up. And then I'm going to group all those so they're all together, and I'm just going to align center. So now we have them all aligned, centered. Now, I want to keep these original ones because these are 1:1. I believe all these artboards are 1080. So we got that, and we'll get to the colors next. But right now it's logo time. Logo time. And we only really have these 3 main logos. So we're just going to put them right here. And I'm going to drop this one out, put this one up, and click it to center. We're going to drop those 2 there. She's actually not using gold at all, so I got to get rid of that gold. So I got to actually go back in time, which is why, all right. So this is where it helps to build once, don't build often, don't build often. So I was rushing, forgetting that gold is no longer in play for her brand. She's got this pretty distilled palette, and she went from pretty much gold to this peach and pepper cerulean. So I'm going to go doing that. What is that word? Let's grab the gold first, and let's actually just duplicate this one. All right, just kidding. I'm going to right click, duplicate. I don't like this. Watch. I'll duplicate, and I don't know which one's the duplicate. It doesn't add copy. So Adobe, if you're ever watching this, please add a copy to the name, because it's absolutely a pain in the butt trying to figure out which one is which. Because watch, I'll double click this one. I have no idea. Is that the copy? Is this the copy? I'm not sure. So we're just going to double click this one, and we're going to choose all the colors. So I'm going to do Command Shift F to select all the same fill, which is my own custom keystroke. And we're going to make this a peachy. And then I'm just going to hit save. And that was the top one. Cool, because now I can go peach. Great. Now we're going to duplicate peach. So supposedly it throws it on the top, I guess. Or the one you had was highlighted. I'm not sure the logic yet. I think that was it, maybe. So we're on this new peach, and I'm going to double click that one. Command Shift F. And I'm going to make this one a pepper. And then we're going to save. Let's see if it's the top one. Okay. There's the logic. Just pay a little more attention, Tigre, and you'll figure it out. I like this music. It's so good. Okay, so pepper is good. So now we're going to duplicate the pepper. Uh-oh. Okay, it's the top one again. Double click, double, triple, click, click. Am I in the right one? I don't know. All I see is gold into the show. I like that pepper pop. Jalapeno pepper pops. Okay, I have no idea what's going on with my file. So let's double click this one more time. Okay, because it kept saying gold up here on the file name. Like, why does it keep saying gold? Now we're gonna make this cerulean. And now we have cerulean. And then we rename cerulean, which is right here. And we got it. Save, close. That was a fun upbeat song. All right. So if gold is out, we're gonna now swap-a-dop these. The best part is it says it's cerulean, the one I have selected on this yellow, which is so not at all the case, because cerulean is cerulean here. These are the fun times when they start acting a little funky. So you may want to save and restart. Speaking of save, yay, Tigre saved it. So let's go over here and let's look at our artboards. So we're currently on this artboard, and it should show us, which of course it doesn't. So we'll just do Command Option P space tab gold. So we're going to look for that one, which is text mark gold, and we're going to change that to cerulean. There we go. So cerulean is now there. Text mark emerald has somehow disappeared. And then we're going to relink this one back to emerald. So we're going to relink from CC library. And I'm going to go find text mark emerald. Click the tiny button. Why is it so tiny and so small and so far down there? Y'all, is it really emerald? Yeah, it's emerald. It's got like that soft black, soft gray. Not too far off, black. Okay, so we need to duplicate this twice because we want peachy. We're gonna do 2 because I also want a pepper. So we grab this one, and now this one is going to become pepper, and then the other one is going to become peach. Now we got pepper and peach, peach and pepper. Pepper meet peach, peach meet pepper. Grab this one. Come back. Read link from CC library. I want you a pepper. We are on the pepper board. I'm gonna make you relink. I'm gonna make you relink to the peachy king. Let me go find peach. Whew. Peach is really hard to see. Oh, hello, peach. Let's get these homies out of the way. Cool. Command Shift D will show you the transparency. What will, like, if you export this as a PNG, that's what will go through. Whatever is colored will go through on your thing. So I've got 12 more minutes, really like 10 more minutes, so I can prep for the next call. And you'll see that wonderful gold that got switched out. Really silly Adobe CC and making it really hard to understand which ones you duplicate. So you will have some other work to do if you've done what I did, which was have these other files. So again, Lola's got a brand. Let's jump to color real quick. That way we can kind of hit all the bases and you can play around and do your own thing. So I'm starting to create my color palette. As you saw before, I had color palettes that were like this, where it was hyper complex and kind of barf, in my opinion. So I'm not doing that now. I'm just saying, not doing color combos, just saying what are primaries, secondaries, and black and white, right? That's my black and white bar. So what I'll do first is pull this up, and these are gonna be called primary, and then this one's gonna be secondary. So the true main use is gonna be emeralds and peach for Lola, so secondary. And so secondaries kind of support as highlights and flashy calls to attention, whereas the meat and bones of it, or the structure, are gonna be the emerald and peach with support from black and white, right? Excuse me. Talking a lot, not sure if I got those cute little white things that come in people's mouths when they talk so much and they're dehydrated. Oh, thanks for the comments and reactions. I appreciate it. So now we're gonna pull this one up, and I'm just gonna sync it up, and then I just click and drag over, and I think they're all relatively equidistant from each other. If not, again, you could always group these and then sync them all up. So now what I'm gonna do is, this is emerald. We got the emerald color, and then all you have to do is come over and double click, copy the hash or the hex code, and you paste it in there. And then again, this is peach, everyone, right? Thanks, Michelle. It is a very fun logo. Lola did the first pass, and then I did the rest of, you know, getting a little pixel perfecty on it, which was fun. How's the music sound in the background, Michelle? I don't know how it's coming across. I can only see one of your comments. Hey, I have no idea who that is. I'd have to pull it up on Tag with Tigre, but thanks for being here, everyone. I'm just going through brand identity. It's okay. Louder, softer. So we got peach. This one is the pepper. I really like this song. I like in the, you know, clapping, stomping songs. Just feels like I'm in a church. A good church, you know, the kind where actually real healing happens. Leave as is for music. Thank you. I will note this on what level I've got for everything. Let's see. Okay, so I'm about like a quarter, and I think the file itself is, let's look. I'm about a quarter there too. Awesome. Thank you. So I'm doing that. Well, you may be in luck, Michelle, about the upgrade, because I've got some fun stuff in store, but you've already taken the course. So you'll probably just get a free pass in on the next one because you already got Tribal Attraction. So I'm kind of doing a reboot of Tribal Attraction that I get to lead myself in my style. So Cerulean, going back. Cerulean, copy, say okay, and then paste. And we got all this. Let's just make peach a little easier to read by grabbing the color of that. If I really want to be true to it, I would take the emerald since they're the primaries, right? Cool. We got our colors all set. I could be really finicky about making sure they're all centered and everything if I was gonna like go sell this to someone or, doing it for my day job, but this is my day job and I'm my own boss, so I get to say that is good enough, Tigre. You may stop. And then I just shrink it down, throw the colors on my color board. Again, we can get back to this. Now, white is not that color. Let's do some little double checking. This is where Tigre's speed usually bites him in his butt. I kind of like the uppercase, but I'm just gonna keep it all lowercase on that. The white is just white, and we could always just throw a tiny little stroke of slate. Cool. Now we'll just take you all, group you, and then we can go back to align to the artboard and then center it, and then we could also inch it up a bit more. And there we go. So what happened was I was working on logos and I realized, oh man, gold is no longer in her brand palette. So I gotta back out. Well, it's cool. I'll have a little more accountability in the next program. I think it might even be, it's going to be long. Cool thing is I'm going through the whole process because I'm going to be starting up my own podcast, which will be really fun. I'm stoked for it. It's kind of based on a book I have an outline for and I'm going to be writing. I know gold is really fun, but we're keeping it for Empath to Power because it just seems to be fine. But Lola wanted to slip into the peachy land, so we're going to do that. So we're going to want to, I've only got about like 8 more minutes before I have to go bail, but what I'm trying to do is make sure that I can do double duty with all this stuff so that I can change things in one place. That's why Creative Cloud libraries are game changer and so nice for solo creatives, agencies. I use it all the time with Lola. I can just say, hey, here's the logo. If I need to tweak it, I tweak it there. And anytime she opens up a new file or creates a new file and uses that Creative Cloud, it auto syncs and updates. Now, if you're not hyper connected, have a lot of internet access, it might be a pain in the butt. For us, it's working great. I really love it. So yeah, I'm stoked, Michelle. It's going to be fun. I just need to also make sure I'm not overburdening myself with all the things that I love to do. So let's get rid of gold. Let's actually build a couple that are our primaries first. So let's just switch this one to peach for right now. So we got peach. I believe this is emerald. It is. You can see up here it's emerald. That's cool. So that's pretty much set. Let's shift this one to peach, emerald background with a peach front. So we'll take this one, relink for CC library, go to the peach, click the peach, click the relink. Do you know your human design? Did you get it for me? Someone got it for me. Who recently just got it for me? Someone did. I'm just looking at kids' pencils in precarious places that I don't like. Children, love them. And I have it somewhere. Who did it? I'm really sorry I'm blanking on this. No, it wasn't you. It was, I'm so blanking on it. I don't think it was Kristen. I'll remember once my brain is not so fried. But I think I'm a projector, whatever, think so, maybe. So now we're going to do emerald on just white. So I'm going to relink that to emerald on white. Manifesting generator, maybe that's it. Here, let me do a quick find. So I am a human design. I'm looking up on my files, seeing if I got anything. Tigre. Human design. I really don't like how this doesn't work very well. Tigre human design. I scanned it. Tigre human design? Nope, that's not it. Tigre Picket, Foxy Tigre. I am easily distracted. Foxy Tigre, I'm just pulling up. Let's see, Lola Picket. There we go, I might be in there. Human. I'm just seeing if it's in there. If it's not in there really fast, then I'll get back to the program. I don't know. I'll find it and I'll throw it in there I know whatever showed up was super aligned. Like it might have even been Lonnie. I'm blanking. Um, everything that came through, I was like, yeah, that's kind of who I be. I am definitely wrapped up in that. So we've got those colors. We're going to grab this one. I'm just going to click and drag it up. Again, I'm not so worried about, this isn't for presentation. This is for my use. Oops. Now you'll notice what happened there. We didn't copy over the graphic with us. So we want to copy over the graphic, and we'll take this one too. And I'm just clicking and holding Option and Command. Now on this one, let's do our secondaries. So we're going to make that color background. Well, I kind of like the black, but I think we're going to want white. So I'm just going to relink from CC Library again. Snag the white, which was back in the day we made it. Relink. Lost your screen. Oh, you're right. Sorry. Coming back online. Thank you for that. Thank goodness for friends. The music is gone too? Are you sure? The music should be gone. System audio. Is it back? You let me know if music is back. It'd be a bummer if it's gone, because it's playing for me. Sweet. So then we're gonna make this what class? Cerulean. That's right. If I can actually click the right file. So Cerulean. And now I could be clicking it from in here too. I kind of like the peach on Cerulean. That's kind of fun. And then this white one. Oh, probably because I have each scene has different sound choices. It's really dope. I love my Ecamm Live. A lot of fun. It fulfills all my geekery. So this one, we got our black, we got our white. Black and white is in here. We have our secondaries. The only thing I would possibly do is have blue and red. And of course I could be over complicating all this, right? As Tigre loves to do. But what I want to make sure that we're doing is that these new folders are at the right spot. Because look at this lame number that's getting put in. It's totally a non-whole pixel. So we just want to make sure that that's there, and we want to name it what it is. Which we're actually going to delete that board, because that board is a duplicate of that one. I don't feel like creating a new one. So we're going to delete you. Just make you that. And then this is going to be, I always try to do what the front color is for the logo. So this is peach and aqua. And we hit enter. And then we go to this one and we hit enter. And then we again delete these silly little dots, because it'll make it funky when you export it as a PNG. SVG, I think you're fine because it's all math, but PNGs are still raster images, which means a bunch of tiny little pixels. And if you have a weird half pixel, it interpolates it and gets a fuzzy edge in human speak, if that makes sense. Logo profile, again, this is white on Peppa. And we just say okay. And now what we can do is we have the logo. Let's create a new group. And this one's going to be profiles. So new group is profiles, or favicons or squares or whatever you want it to be. And this is when I click and drag, and I just boom, drag the artwork in. I'm selecting the whole thing. Cool thing is that the logo inside of it is linked, which can sometimes cause problems at times. So just be aware that you have to edit the original and then edit and link in there, and it's a little funky. So really try to get your design right the first time. Now we're adding something that's going to look close and similar. So I'm just going to make sure that this is LP Lola profile. This one was emerald black. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is double click this, copy this part, copy, and then we're just going to paste that in. And this is black, white. You just do BW too if you wanted. We'll do that here. This is peach pepper. And this is going to be, that isn't peach pepper. That was white pepper, Tigre. And it's not peachy. Hey, peachy. White pepper. Paste. This is Peach. Peachy. I want a shirt that says Peachy. Okay, we went into the file by double clicking accidentally, which is what happens. So we got that. Let's put the black one in and take the black one out and put the black one in, and you love it all about whites, black, and colorblind. Thank you, Michelle. You bounce. Much love. You get that fresh air for me. I have windows open. So I only got 2 more minutes. So I'm going to keep creating these for us all to see how the process is. And I just drop it in, paste it in. Again, this is Peach Emerald. And then let's grab the last one, which is Emerald on Peach. Emerald on Peach. Hit enter. Great. The other thing that we want to do, so these are logo text marks. And then we'll pull this up to the top, and then we'll say this is logo profiles. Logo profiles. And then I just make sure that we have, let's get rid of gold because gold is gone. And then we want cerulean text. Okay, we got all of our colors that we want. Maybe we move them around a little bit so that we know that they're in the order that we want. And we have with logo Lola text mark white. That's fine. Okay. So then we just would basically come in here and drop all of our graphics now onto our logo board. And this is what I'll leave you with, and I'll hit up typography later. So let's just delete all of them, and then I'm just going to take all of these, and we're just going to one. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. So it puts it 1 to 1, just so you know. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of nice. I like 5. You could 6. So there are all of our logos. Now we could move these over, and let's just align to selection now, and we're going to distribute them evenly, distribute the spacing, and we're going to distribute the spacing on these ones as well, and also make them align to center, and those look like all aligned to center. And then we're going to take these up, and now the only one that we need to caution for is the white, which will be a little harder to read in the background. So we're going to do that and grab our black, or our emerald, I guess we could do, or let's keep it black because it's a white one, so we might as well just keep it in the white black family. We're going to grab all these and then shrink shift, drag it down here, leave it in here, and we're just going to say these are our text marks. Text marks. And what we can do is just kind of give a little more padding and spacing there, and a little bit up. Now what I want to do is take all these, delete them, and now I want to get these ones, and we're going to drag them out as well. And we're going to, of course, have them be giant as usual. So I'm going to do this and then this. There we go. So we're going to move these up to the front. These two. Those two get up to the front. And then I'm going to kind of get rid of just, I don't know. I'm going to select all of these. Let's shrink them. Shrinky dink. And move this out. And we're going to grab all of them. And now I'm going to click the first one. Remember how we showed you? Do 20 is still set. Rock it like that. And we're going to shrink it down. And we can just group them all. And then now we can go back to align to artboard. And this will be my last thing, I swear. Okay. Let's see. And then this is going to be profiles. And we're going to grab this as a color. So this is profile. text marks. Now I could drag this out a little bit more. Take this one, drag it out a little bit more, and then double click inside all of that and go align to selection and distribute evenly spacing and drag it down a little bit. There we go. And that's basically the start of how I would go about doing that. So thank you very much for watching. I've got to go and run and talk about hermetic principles. I want to go and run and talk about hermetic principles with one of my friends. You can follow me at Tigre Pickett 222. If you could throw that on the end of facebook.com, you can do fb.me/Tigre Pickett, 2 T's, 222. And you can find me on YouTube. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Please stay safe, sane, and happy and high vibe as much as you possibly can, or at least help other people feel that way too during COVID-19. Thank you and peace out.